So we are down to the final two contestants on American Idol season 11. And I just wanted to, I felt it was important for me to do this because um, each week I read comments saying that their favorite went home. They're never watching this season again. And to the point that I'm trying to make is, well, the final three were Philip Phillips, Jessica Sanchez, and Joshua Ledette. Um, and all three of them are so brilliant, they all deserve to win. But unfortunately, only one person can be named the American Idol. Even though, as other seasons have proven, you don't need to win the title to be successful. I will give you details in just a moment. Um, but anyway, after they sang 3 songs each Wednesday night, I'm so used to it being Tuesday and Wednesday. The whole Wednesday and Thursday thing is so confusing for me. um, no, they sang 3 songs each. The first song they sang was a judge's pick. The second song was a choice of their own. And the third song was Jimmy Iovine's pick for them. And they all were amazing. Okay, some contestants are better than others. That's definitely for sure. But after watching this season, I have watched them grow, not only as a person, but also as a musician and as a singer. And I definitely have an idea what kind of an album they're going to release. There were some contestants who were all over the board that, it's like, well, now what kind of album are they going to come out with? And there were some that were so strongly into one genre that it was so clearly focused that they were in the right place musically. Jessica Sanchez is only 16 years old, and she is one of the most amazing singers I've ever heard in my life. I never heard, I've heard people that are older than that can't sing that good. It's just amazing, the crop of talent that the judges have selected this year. I mean, I don't know how they do it. Every year the talent gets so much better, and it gets harder for America because everybody is so amazingly good that it's hard to decide who is going to even get to the finale, let alone win. Um, so anyway, they sang their songs, and I personally, I love Jessica Sanchez, but I thought she was holding back a little bit, which could have been a good thing, but it also could have hurt her in the long run because, well, while she was holding back, Joshua Ledette, he can do anything. He does no wrong. He is amazing. Um, so he always is doing amazing. He stuck to what he does best. And Philip Phillips, who is usually more quiet and reserved type of singer, he literally put himself out there. He put his heart out on the stage. And for the first time this season, I liked him. I didn't really like Philip to begin with. I think he's cute, but he's also really kind of cocky, I think. But, whatever. He's talented. They're all talented, whether you like him or not, you can't deny how good they are. I am going to get to see here. Okay. Yeah, Jessica Sanchez is just incredible. I can't believe it. I am just in awe of her talent, really, for her age. And, I don't know what it is with these young kids going on American Idol and they're acting like young little adults. I mean, come on. She doesn't act like she's 16. She acts like she's 30. I mean, she's so mature and so poised, and, she really knows how to carry herself well. I think she's a really good person, and I really would like to see her win. Even though I think a while back she was eliminated, but the judges used their only save on her, which I loved. She's just great. She's great. Philip Phillips, he is one of his own. He is definitely unique. He knows who he is. He knows what kind of music he wants to do. And basically, I think he really wants to um, he wants to show America what he's made of. He doesn't want to keep doing all these copycat cover songs, which you have to do on American Idol. He wants to do original songs, and you know what? I applaud him for that. Um, you know, the first song he sang was Beggin', and it was okay. It was chosen by the judges. He chose Disease by Matchbox 20, and that's the one song I thought he really didn't do really good on. But the one that got me, ugh, was the one that Jimmy picked for him. We've Got Tonight. That was his defining moments. That for me was his defining moment where I thought, you know what? I don't only think he might have just won a place in the finals, but he might just win. And I was right. He is in the finals, and so is Jessica Sanchez, which means my heart broke once again. My heart broke when Colton was eliminated, and now Joshua was eliminated. But they're all so talented. They're an amazing bunch of kids. Really, a lot of them are under the age of 20. There's only one that's around my age, I think. But it's just crazy good how they're amazing. They're so amazing. And Joshua, he is the only artist, and yes, I call him an artist because he is one. He is the only singer in the world that moves me to tears when he sings. He had just put so much heart and soul and passion into it. I feel everything, every emotion that the song he's conveying. I believe every word. It's captivating. He captivates me. And I'm so glad that the judges decided to give him another shot this season. Because last year, evidently he tried out and they didn't think he was ready. Oh boy, is he ever ready now. And his life will never be the same again. None of their lives will ever be the same again. Because, well, there's so many people that hate on him, they have equal amounts of fans. So, when Skylar was eliminated, they were hating on Holly. When Holly was eliminated, they were hating on Jessica. Guys, come on. It's not any other contestant's fault that the other one was eliminated, okay? It's American Idol. If you don't vote for your favorite, you can't have anything to say if they get eliminated. It's your fault. You should get on the phone. There's so many ways now. They even include online voting. There's so many different ways you can vote for your contestant, your favorite contestant. You got to make sure you do it. You have up to 2 hours after every show. Now, next week, you're going to have probably 4 hours, I believe, or 3, to vote for your favorite. So, if the person you want to win doesn't win, it's nobody's fault but the people that didn't vote for them. So, you can't really complain and say, well, I really wanted that person to win. It's like, well, then you should have voted for them, because every vote counts. When you've got a group of kids that are so talented as these ones are, you've got to make sure you vote. Otherwise, they can slip through the cracks. And, that I hate that. That's what happened to Jessica. I think people thought, oh, well, she's so great. She's going to be safe. So people just didn't vote. And guess what? Thank God the judges had their say for her, because otherwise she would have been going home. And she didn't deserve to go home. I agree with Jimmy Iovine. She deserves to be on any stage singing. She could be on the Grammys and sing. She deserves to be singing for a larger audience. Well, who can get larger than millions of people, but she deserves great things. And Joshua Ledette deserves great things. And even though Philip deserves great things, I don't think he's doing too good. He looked horrible last night. I don't know. I know he's going on with some health issues, but he really didn't look good. I was a little concerned about him. He really didn't look good at all. And come on, Jessica, stop having that deer caught in the headlights look on your face when you're safe. Or when somebody gives you a compliment. I mean, come on, girl. You know you're amazing. You're brilliant. Yes, I know it's not good to have a big head and be cocky, but you got it. But anyway, don't be hating on anybody, okay? Don't be hating on Jessica or Philip because Joshua went home. And don't not just watch the finale because Joshua went home, okay? They are all so good, and they all are so close. They will defend each other till their own death. You know, yeah, Joshua was one of my favorites, but you know what? So is Jessica. So the votes that I were putting in for Joshua will now go to Jessica. And you know, it's okay. It's okay that he finished third place because you know what? If you look back and think he made it into the top 13, which is a milestone. You know, and then each week he made it. Until finally now, he made it into the top 3. Okay, he was a semifinalist, which was great. You know, he made it so far. But you don't have to win the show to be successful. And with the talent that this show's got this year, I think there are so many careers that are going to go on. Jessica, I'm not worried about Jessica, whether she wins or loses. She's a winner, you know, anyway. She's going to get a recording contract. You already heard Jimmy say that after he heard her the first time, he would have signed her on the spot. So I really don't think she's going to have any kind of problems. She's going to do well. She's got a lot of people who like her. Phillips is going to get a career, whether he wins or not. I think he needs to get himself physically well before he can really do anything, which I really am really worried about him. I don't know exactly what's wrong with him, but I know he's supposedly going to have surgery before the tour. And so yeah, even though he's not my favorite contestant, I do pray that he gets well, because he is really, really talented. And Joshua Ledet, I have no worries, okay? No worries. Because, you know, he reminds me so much of a mix between Luther Vandross, James Brown, you know, and Stevie Wonder. All three of those who are amazing singers. You know, he is just amazing. Amazing. I love him. There's no words. I have no words for him other than I love him. And I want him to do so well. And I can't wait for his album. That's all I can say. You know, just because he was eliminated doesn't mean he's not going to get a career. I cannot wait until he puts out an album because I love listening to him. I could listen to him all day and all night for the rest of my life, and I would not get tired of him. He is just so, so good. And you don't find that in some young people, you know. Jessica and Joshua, you know, are so talented beyond their years. You know, they sound like they've been singing for 50 or so however many years, you know. It's just amazing. They're brilliant, brilliant people. You know, and I'm going to say a few things about the judges. The only judge, you know, for any season that has ever made any sense. Now, I'm saying before the remix between season 1 and season 9 was Randy Jackson. Okay, Simon Cowell was too harsh and too mean, and oftentimes he shot people down. Paula Abdul was too nice, okay, and she said things that were irrelevant to what the show was about. But no matter what, Randy Jackson was always honest with you. Always, you know, he was always on point, you know. He'll tell you the way it is, but he won't sugarcoat it, but he won't, you know, shoot you down out of the sky without a parachute. You know, he's got a heart, you know, and he knows. And I really like the group of judges they have for the last 2 seasons now with Steven Tyler and Jennifer Lopez. And now they're saying Jennifer Lopez might not come back next year. But you know what? I have never seen such an amazing group of talented people, you know, when Simon Cowell was on the show. You've seen maybe a couple of people that stood out each season, but for the first time, you know, season 10, everybody was so great. And season 11, everybody is so great. Whoever wins, you know, deserves it. I mean, all of them deserve to win, if you think about it. I remember Holly now from last year. She cried all the time, and she wasn't ready. She really wasn't ready. She needed some time to mature, and she came back and she was amazing. And she made it top 4, which is great. You know, and I don't, you know, Philip is the only one who hasn't been in the bottom, so I'm pretty sure he's going to win it. Even though I think Jessica is more deserving and a better talent. We need a female singer, people. Come on.